Hi everyone, it is Beth with Flying by the Seed of My Plants, and I started planting my potatoes yesterday, and I was just having a bunch of technical difficulty, so was not able to upload that. So today I'm doing another bag just to be able to show you. But anyhow, I grow my potatoes in grow bags, and last year I did them in the 10-gallon, and each bag got me about 5 pounds of potatoes, so to me that was fantastic. If you've never grown potatoes, it's fun, especially in the grow bag. I mean, for me, I got 5 pounds in each 10-gallon grow bag last year, and it's just fun to see, what you got at the end of the growing season for the potato. And I just dump mine out in the garden and go through it and just find all the little treasures in there. So anyhow, so I did 2 bags of the russet potatoes, and I put 3 potatoes in each one in the 20-gallon, and they are fabric bags. And so one thing that's really important is, you need to look at when that variety that you're growing, from the time you put the seed potato in until the time for harvest. So over there I put in the 20-gallon the russet Burbank, because they are a larger potato, so like a baking potato, and that one takes about 120 days. So I planted those June 4th yesterday, so I'll probably be looking at end of September, beginning of October. And you need to pay attention to when you put them in and when your first frost is, because you want to harvest those before your first frost. So the russet takes about, I wrote down here, 110 to 135, no, I'm sorry, it's 120 days. And then I did a German butterball. It's 110 to 135 days to harvest. I did a dark red Norland potato. That's 70 to 90 days. And today I'm doing a Catadin. Never grown that before. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And this is the 10-gallon grow bag. And it's actually, this was on Amazon. I got these, and it actually has like a flap right here where you can lift it up, check on the potatoes. I guess you could harvest them. I've never done that, as they're growing. I just wait until the very end and harvest all of them. So this is the seed potato, which you can actually, in the grocery store, buy a potato, let it form its eyes, and these are called seed potatoes. I bought them at the gardening center. I would suggest doing organic potatoes, if you plan on growing them, and you just put them in a cool place, and they will grow what we call the eyes. So these are already getting some foliage on there. So I'm going to put 3 in each bag, and I'll show you what that looks like. And I put about, oh wait a minute, I want to add fertilizer. I put about 3 inches of soil in the grow bag. And then I have my Trifecta Plus that I use. I use it in everything in my garden. And it's just a well-rounded, good fertilizer. And so I'm going to add that, mix it all in. And then I'm going to add the potatoes. And I'm only going to add 3 in each bag, so they have room to grow. You could probably do 3 or 4 depending on the size of potato. And like the red ones, in the one bag I did put 4 of those because they are a smaller potato. And so let me show you how I place them in here. Okay, so I have 3 potatoes in here. I added the fertilizer, mixed it up really good, and now I am going to top it off. In here I did about another, I don't know, probably 2 inches And the soil you can use, I am using, actually, this one is from ProMix. It is a potting soil that I'm using. Last year I did use a raised bed garden soil. And there's several ways you can grow potatoes. I just like doing it this way. You can also do it in an in-ground, and you would have to do what's called hilling. And that's where you put the kind of same concept of this, but we're adding it to a grow bag. And so you would hill it in your in-ground, put the potatoes in, and then heel them up over, and then just keep adding soil. Some people use hay or straw, and you just lay the potatoes down, and then you just hill it up with the straw or the hay in your garden. I prefer this way just because it's easier for me. So anyhow, I got those in, and then once you put the potatoes in, you are going to top it off with more soil, and then you're going to water it in. And I only topped it with probably about 2 inches more of soil. Now the green leaves, the plant potato is going to grow, and I add, as it's growing and you get the green leaves, you can keep adding soil as it's growing. Or like last year, I just waited until the leaves were above the grow bag, and then I just added a bunch of soil up to the top. And you want to, when I get done with this, I'm going to water it in really good. And then you just water it daily, or as needed, I should say. Right now we are in Northeast Ohio, and we are kind of in a drought right now. Well, we are in a drought. It's been a couple weeks since we've had any rain, and they're predicting next Sunday for us to get rain. And Sunday, I think it's like 49%, so it's hit or miss. And then Monday and Tuesday, I think it's like 30%. So I don't know if we're going to get rain right where I'm at or not. So the potatoes do like water, but not overwater. You don't want to rot the potatoes. So you want to make sure before you're adding, you're checking about, stick your finger in about 2 inches and see if it's still moist. But you do want to, water them and they'll grow. So once when I top the soil up to the top of the bag, you're going to get the foliage, the leaves, and then it's going to get flowers. And after the flowers start dying back, you're going to be probably harvesting about 2 or 3 weeks later. Okay, so that's basically how I do it in the container. Right now I probably have about 5 inches of soil in there, and as the leaves grow, you can keep adding the soil. Or, last year I just waited till the leaves finally and the stems reach above the bag, and then I filled it all up. And potatoes do like water, not too much water. You don't want to drown them. I would just stick your finger in there about 2 inches, see if it needs water. But if it's real dry like it is right now for us, I'll be watering them daily as needed. So that's about it. And so hopefully I have a good harvest on potatoes. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7 bags of potatoes growing. And it's just a lot of fun. So I hope you guys try it if you haven't grown potatoes before. And so that's about it on the potatoes. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. So I got a lot of things going on today with the garden. I am going to put sweet peat around the base of all my tomatoes. That will help hold the moisture in and also keep the weeds at bay. And also it will help protect from the soil when I water. And I water from the bottom all of my tomatoes. But it will help, keep the spores from the soil splashing up on the leaves of the tomatoes, and that helps keep the blight at bay. So, all right, I got quite a bit going on with that, and I did plant some bush beans and I'm just going to water everything in, and I'm still planting. And a lot of the lettuce pretty much was almost done. I gave some away, and I got a couple more in there. So in the green stalk, I want to plant some other things to get that going. I'm going to plant some more cilantro, and I'll be taking you around in another video to show you how the garden's doing. So, so far it's a great year. You know, one thing, we are going through that drought, so hopefully that changes pretty soon. We're all like praying for rain and doing the rain dance, and we're in Northeast Ohio. So anyhow, just want to say thank you for watching, and thanks to all the subscribers. And if you're new to the channel and you like the content, there's going to be a lot more coming up. And go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit like, because it keeps it going in the YouTube world. And so anyhow, that's it. All right, I will talk to y'all later. All right, bye.